Hello, I'm Steve Williams. I'm a non-executive director at Capright, and with me today is Isabella Mendoza. She is an associate at Capright. Welcome, Isabella.
Hi, Steve. How are you doing today?
Hi, doing good, thanks. And we represent two widely spaced generations, you, Gen Z, and me, the baby boomer generation. And today we're going to look at self-storage because I feel self-storage captures some of the lifestyle preferences of our two contrasting generations. So, with that, can you start by telling us how Gen Z uses self storage?
Yeah, of course. So there are a few main points that I believe drive self-storage for my generation, Gen Z. The first being that with apartment living, which tends to be Gen Z's preference, there's simply just less space for stuff, and that creates a greater need for self-storage. Some Gen Z are also now starting to be tasked with storing items from an estate, such as a deceased relative stuff or family heirlooms, and they may not want to sell or throw out these items, but they lack the space to store them at home. So self storage again offers a solution for that. Another common demand driver for self storage is relocations. And Gen Z has a high rate of job turnover, especially compared to previous generations. And remote work is also increasingly popular and allows people to relocate easily. Among my generation, it has also become more common to live with significant others earlier on than previous generations. And this happens for a multitude of reasons from the purely economical advantage of cohabitation, but also because of sociological shifts in relationship norms. And with frequent partner move ins and move outs, self storage is a convenient solution for one's belongings that can't be immediately relocated. Lastly, side hustle culture has become increasingly popular in my generation as a way to monetize hobbies and make some additional income. This is especially because social media has made marketing small businesses a lot easier than ever before, with sites like Etsy, for example, which I personally love. And Gen Z, as consumers, tend to like to support small businesses and creators as well. So those that sell products online may require some additional storage outside of their home. I think that about sums up self storage needs from my generation, but it will be interesting to see how that stacks up to baby boomers like yourself, Steve.
Yeah, it is very interesting. There's some similarities, but a lot of differences. The first one is we, baby boomers, are a generation who is downsizing, and that's not easy. They have to dispose of a lot of furniture, much of which has gone out of style, a lot of stuff. They put it in self storage, and very often it stays there for years. They have five TVs and all sorts of other items like luxury items, boats, antique vehicles, RVs. Uh, so they go into self storage. And a similar, they have limited mobility. You talked about the mobility of Gen Z. Well, baby boomers are mobile to the extent that they visit children and grandchildren, or sometimes even move to where the children and grandchildren live. So they're quite a healthy generation, um, and self storage plays a huge part in sidelining the stuff that helps them live the baby boomer lifestyle. So no wonder then that self storage is a continuing growth sector for investors.
Yeah, absolutely. The self storage sector has seen continuous growth with average annual rent increases in the past four quarters. And we take a deeper dive into this in our self storage quarterly update that Capright will be releasing soon.
Yeah, I look forward to reading the first quarter's stats. Hopefully, it'll support what we've been saying in this Winds of Change series of podcasts. Thanks for being with us, Isabella.
Thanks for having me.